Alright guys, hey guys, welcome back to another episode. In today's video, it's going to be all the episode 12s, but, Black Lightning episode 3. So, first off, episode 12 of Supergirl is called For Good, and, so in this episode, Alex just tries to do everything in her knowledge of being a doctor to help Sam. And also figure out that the world killers that we learned in the last episode are not Kryptonian. And so we get a whole lot of Edge v. Lena stuff in this episode, but then we figure out that Lena wasn't trying to kill Edge. It is Leland Luthor, which tries to kill Edge the first time when he drives his car off of the somewhere, I don't know. And Edge poisons Lena. Yeah. And so Leland Luthor was doing this because she wanted to trigger the evil side of Lena in her to help her out. And when Lena Luthor got poisoned, Dr. Alex came and helped her out. Yeah, like I said, the return of Mama Luthor. There's a whole lot of girl talk in this episode too, like Mama Luthor, or Leland Luthor and Lena Luthor talk. All the girls talk to one another like, you're our family too, and all that. The girl that we met in the last episode is called Julia. Her name's Julia. Well, I figured that out too. Sam's okay, but not. The records came back from the thing that Alex sent to them, and they came back, and it says that she's okay, but she's not. She's Rain. She forgets everything that she did that day. And Edge gets arrested, and so does Lena. Oh, and then the Lexo suit. This shit was awesome. So, the Lexo suit is what they would use to fight Superman, or what Lex Luthor used to fight Superman. And so Lena Luthor brings that out and tries to fight Mon-El and Supergirl. Yeah. And the quote of that episode was Kara, when she says, don't grab women, sweetheart. In this episode of The Flash, it's called Honey, I Shrunk Teen Flash. The threat of this episode is, his name is Dwarf Star, because, and how he got his powers, he is a bus meta. How he got his powers is that he was going to go find some Dwarf Star alloy, which powers up the Atom suit, which is the same exact thing, which is shrink or grow things. And, obviously, he has that Dwarf Star alloy and a whole bunch of dark matter, which makes him Dwarf Star. Cecile has powers which she can read minds, and then that causes some trouble with her and Joe, because Joe's like, I don't care. Earlier in the episode, I don't care what you feel. I don't care what you think, I care what you feel. And, you know. And also, she is like, she's so happy about this power that she decides to come with Cisco to figure out what happened to this whole the biggest building and trigger any speedster, because the metahuman law thing. And so yeah. Okay, so they're playing poker in the game, and then Barry cheats at it, because that's the cool thing, that they show two villains in this episode, which was Mayor Billows and the robber dude that was trying to rob from them in whatever episode. And Cecile and Joe go to therapy because, hey, Joe doesn't really like her thinking about things, but then she's using her powers during the therapy, so it's kind of weird. Harry fucked up. So Barry and Ralph get shrunken, and so Harry tried to make a beginning gun, which that's not a word, but then he actually made the cells blow up. So if they would so then he was like, yeah. So Harry fucked up. And this was Dorf Star. They were connected. So Big Sir's in jail because they took one look at me and they decided I was the guy. And so they thought he was the guy, and that he hated it in jail. Barry got him hope. And so when he figured he failed, Barry sped him out of prison and ran him to wherever he wanted to go right after he got out of jail. But then Warden comes and says, I had a camera in the exit sign the whole time and it caught you running out, so you're a metahuman. And he puts him in the metahuman hangar, which in True Colors, Amy in Black is coming to get all of the metahumans that are in there. And so he's gonna have to save them. So they're gonna have to use their powers to get them out of here. So yeah, there goes that. I lost the freaking paperclip. Only at 6 minutes. Cool, sick, awesome. Oh, it's right there. That it. Okay, next is Black Lightning. Oh wait, no, did I say the quote? I didn't say the quote. So, Cisco says, never trust a man in a mustache. Because it's kind of serious, but then it's kind of funny. Also, Cecile was like, oh, that dude in the mustache is cheating on his wife. And then, never trust a guy in a mustache. Yeah, there you go. Okay, Black Lightning episode 3 is called Luanda Book of Betrayal. Or Brutal. In the start of the episode, they were deciding we need 100 people to march to take. They were thinking that they could take over the 100 clan, and so this whole thing is that Tobias is like, this is my streets, and so he wants to try to kill the people on the march, and so he knows this is gonna happen. So Black Lightning has to step in. And so the Reverend is like, you're our God. And so the reason Luanda killed herself was because Black Lightning was inspiring people. And they were having a funeral for her too. And this is not the funeral, so she's testing out her powers to become a superhero. And she's researching all about powers and stuff too. And then there was an Outlaws and a Supergirl reference. She was at a bookstore. And she was kind of looking at genetic mutations or whatever. And so she was like, and then there was this one other girl that was reading Outsiders. Cool powers, weird costumes. And then she was like, you could be Supergirl and I'll be something else. And Black Lightning gets some new upgrades. He gets these gloves, which he killed the cop 3 times trying to stuff to do with shooting, but this was just practice. And then he finger guns it and shoots the guy. That's his new he gets these new gloves, which are kind of his new upgrades, so he can shield, pistol it, and hero magic. And Tobias was pissed that the person that he hired didn't work, and so he gets another person, snipes the Reverend, and Kal-El. So before let me just backtrack a little bit. So Khalil is Jennifer's boyfriend. They were gonna go away for the weekend to have sex. And so Jennifer tells her parents about this, and then there's a little sex talk. They don't say exactly what everything happens, but Yeah, Six Dog. And Jefferson talks to Kal-El about this, and he's like, "How do you shower? Do you want a young girl to touch your feet?" And he talks a lot of weird stuff, but I don't know exactly what happens. And yeah. Okay, so after this whole fight stuff, march, murders, death, Tobias killing thing, Gamby deletes the files with Tobias's face on it, so he doesn't. I don't know why he did that. I guess we'll figure out in the next episode. But Gamby is trying to hide something, and we know why. And we need to know why. Nose is still ready. Fuck you. Okay, the quote of this episode is Gamby saying, "Heroes inspire people." But then he goes like, "But I don't want that to happen," and stuff. So I don't know. I don't know what these quotes were kind of located in. Kind of like funny and serious, or serious but funny. Okay, so in this episode of Arrow, in this episode 12, it's titled "All for Nothing." Because so I don't know what the start of the episode was about, but I guess they were gonna meet with some Argus soldiers, and then all the Argus soldiers die. Don't exactly know what that was for. Don't know why I'm dancing either. But yeah. Canary is following Quentin. There's backflashes from 5 years ago, which equals particle accelerator explosion. And the problem in this episode is thermobaric bomb transportation. Don't really know that there was a problem in this episode. I don't know. Watch the episode and you guys decide. Siren is afraid to reach out to Quentin, so Quentin decides to reach out to her instead and tries to tell her that this was my Laurel, and then she says this ain't me, and then she walks off, and Thea helps him out too. They get back together because of Vigilante, in the last episode we realized that he's trying to also double cross him. Vigilante caught hostages. I don't know what this means. So they're actually getting all this DNA or fucking stuff to figure out what, like, to find out everything that he knows, and just trying to get down the whole internet. But so he had to make a code for the door, and the code was his son's birth was Caden James' son. Felicity, also he's kind of stuck, and Caden James comes in when it's downloading. So Felicity says, Sobel, just say everything that I said, and then he says it, so they could get the rest of the downloads ready. So the Vigilante gets captured because, suspense and whatever, and have to have two problems because the two teams gotta differ. And so Team Newbies goes for Vigilante or Vincent, while the oldies, or the OGs, the old gangsters, go for the bomb. Which that doesn't work out, and 5 or 6 trucks roll, and the bomb was in one of those trucks, which they have no idea which truck it was in. But then they figure out in this episode that the same person who made the photo of Oliver Queen and put it on the news as the Green Arrow also faked the footage of him killing his son, which Caden James figured out, and that's why Caden James is so hung over to take him out. Now, if they solve that problem, that means they can just show Caden James, and then Caden James will become good and help him out, trying to take down the actual bad guy. There's more traitors than vigilantes. Vigilante died by Black Canary screaming into his ear that he could not regenerate from, so it kind of just got old from regenerating and died. I don't exactly know how he died, but yeah. And so the quote of this episode is Curtis saying, "Are those the right words to be saying right now in our predicament?" Because Felicity and Helix see, boom goes the dynamite, and then he says that, and then because they found where the bomb was, then they hear Vigilante or Vincent going and getting injured, and so then that's like, so do they the bomb or Vincent? You get, So yeah. That was my Arrowverse recap for today, the episode 12 of Flash, Supergirl, Arrow, and episode 3 of Black Lightning. So, yeah. Alright guys, hope you guys liked this episode. If you guys did, please leave a big like down below, and if you guys haven't already, please subscribe. Peace. Man. No tripod. Tide Pods. I really want to find my tripods.